My name is Professor Newton. I am the, what's my name? The College Academic Life Coordinator for Vanier College. It's a new position, which is why it doesn't roll off my tongue immediately. But my job is, among my things I have to do, is I coordinate programming for the college. And we're focusing in particular on supporting students so they can be successful, especially the first year students. So how many of you here are first year? Yeah, okay. All right. So, and those of you who are either children's studies majors or undecided majors, both of you, your home is in this college. So I will be working with Peter and his colleagues in children's studies to develop programming over the year that will support you in your studies and in any kind of sort of academic issues that come up where we can help you, give you guidance, support you, connect you to the right resources. That's going to be our job. So look out over the year for flyers and emails that will tell you about these things, because we would have worked closely with faculty and with the other resources on campus to really make your first year a successful year, and if you're in upper levels, to continue on with that success. So I'm going to do a very brief. This is Vanier College, this part here. You know it's part of a big complex of colleges. And the role of the college is really to support your academic and your social life. So there will be both fun activities as well as academic activities supported in the college. This room, for example, when it's not being used for things like this, is here for you to come and study. So if you want a quiet place to study or to meet with your friends, do group work, etc., you know that this is one of the places on campus that is here for you. There are lots of other resources sort of in Vanier, and I'm going to let Daniel speak to those. But the other really important thing, if you haven't discovered it already, and I don't see her here, is that we now have an academic advisor for children's studies and undecided majors in this college. Her name's April Walker. Have any of you met with April already? Yeah. She's awesome. It's wonderful. She's next to Peter's office, so easy to find. And she's here, I believe, 4 days a week. I think the only weekdays she's not here is Fridays. But so I know there are challenges with advising in children's studies or people who want in and are trying to get in. That's the person you need to speak to. So if you have any kind of academic question, you now know where to get help on campus for that. So I'm going to leave it now over to Daniel, who's, you can introduce yourself, Daniel.
Hi guys, I'm Daniel Kabalsi and I'm the Vanier College Council President. My role is to kind of represent the student body, at the university, so helping you guys out with your social needs and things outside of just purely academics. So our council actually offers a lot of things for you guys to do throughout the day, throughout the year. We have many student spaces that are open for you. So we have our student council office, which is upstairs, room 120. We have a student lounge, which is 028A. It's down the hall where you can come eat, play pool. We have a lot of video games, stuff that you can do throughout the day. As well as throughout the year, we have a lot of events, such as trips to Montreal that are really cheap, like $40. You know, if you want to go to Montreal, $40. I don't know. That speaks for itself. We have Blue Mountain trip, skiing and snowboarding. So if you're interested in that stuff, we have that. And throughout the year, we just have a lot of other events, small events, larger events. We have a formal at the end of the year where you can dress up, look nice, kind of end the year off on a high note before your exams. We also just provide other leadership opportunities for you to get involved, get in touch with people at the university, like meeting people like Janice, meeting people higher up, let's say like Janet Morrison, who's the VP students. Like you have that opportunity through us, and we're here to support you guys. Because we know that, well, I know as a student that school is kind of difficult sometimes, and you need time to relax, and we're here to help you guys get through the day. So if you have any questions, I'll be hanging around, or I'll come back in a couple minutes if you'd like. And yeah, thank you for having me talk. Yeah.
I am going to mention two more things. One is that we have a wonderful group of volunteer students who are peer mentors, and some of them are in children's studies. and you will be able to reach out to them if you want to just talk to somebody who's like a peer as opposed to a faculty member and advisor. They can be amazingly helpful with kind of the challenges you face, especially for the first year students. So don't be surprised if you get an email from a peer mentor saying, "Hi, I'm so-and-so, I'd like to meet you." You can drop into their office. They're going to be open starting the first week of October. As you come into Vanier College, that room on the right where the big TV screen is, that's the peer mentor office. And I think we've got over 40 volunteers, so it's pretty amazing. And they're all doing training, and we've coached them, and they're there to help you. So there's other ways that you can access help if it's not just an academic advisor, but something different than that. The peer mentor office is available for you. And my final thing, and then I will disappear, is that you all should have received one of these yellow handouts. Did anybody not get one? We really want to know whether this session works for you, whether you find it helpful, and if you need any follow-up. So at the end of the session, I'm going to ask you, please complete the form and leave it behind. You can leave it on the desk as you're going out so that we can assess that. Yes. Okay? Thank you.
Hi, I'm Peter Cumming. I coordinate the Children's Studies program. I'm glad to see some familiar faces from Children's Studies students. I know some Children's Studies students have classes at this time, but we're trying between the Humanities 2690 lecture from 10 to 11:30 and the Humanities 1970 lecture from 12:30 to 2:30. This year, every Tuesday, the 11:30 to 12:30 hour, we're calling the Children's Studies Hour, and we're hoping to have special events and plan special events for you to attend. I'm also glad to see some undecided majors who are interested in the Children's Studies program. I am going to make a short presentation about the program, and I'm sorry if it duplicates information some of you already have, but I'll be very quick about it. But the most important thing to introduce you to, apart from the students who are here, we have faculty here from the program, and we have Children's Studies Student Association people here. I see Sarah. Will you come up and join us? Are there any other Children's Studies faculty? Andrea and Kabita and Sarah, can you come over here? A lot of you may be first and second year students. Kabita and Andrea are teaching third year courses and fourth year courses. Sarah, you're teaching with me in Humanities 2690, the second year course. And these are the peeps that make the program happen. Andrea is our faculty liaison for the Children's Studies Student Association, so I'm going to let her take over to introduce those people.
All right. Well, we have a fantastic new Children's Studies Student Association this year, and I'll invite them up to speak for themselves. They don't need me to speak for them. That would be your cue. So I hope everyone gets involved, because the only way to feel like you're part of a community is to get involved and take action. So I'll let them come up and talk to you about some of the plans they've got for this year. I think they can hear me. All right, come on.
Good morning, everyone. As you can tell from in this room, we're the Children's Studies Student Association Club. Our goal is to help you to become the support system that varies from essay helping to give you support advice and so on. So our goal is to help you guys succeed in your first year and second year students and beyond, and hopefully to help you create a career path that you want to take.
Also, we're just here to make sure. Oh, sorry. I'm Amina. This is Josh, and this is Summer.
I'm Summer.
Right. Also, it's just to help you have a feel of a community, because I know in my first year I wasn't involved, and I didn't really feel like there was anyone who could help me with where I wanted to go with it. Children's Studies is kind of like, it seems like a very tight major to have. Like, you can't go anywhere other than teaching with it, but there's actually a lot more than you think you can do. So we're just here to help you and have a little bit of like a social community, as well as help with academic as well. So yeah, thanks.
I'm Summer. I'm the events coordinator for Children's Studies. We're working on social media right now, so we do have a Twitter, we have an Instagram, we have a Facebook. I'm going to be putting all that stuff up on the website soon. We're still working on updating it, but yeah, if you follow us, you can stay in tune with events that we're going to be having and get to communicate with each other, so it'll be good.
Why don't you stay there and see if we have any questions? I have a question. Are you going to be selling cool clothing like those two people are wearing? Turn around.
Yes, we will be. We're actually working on a really exciting new logo. So if you guys actually have feedback for us, that would be wonderful. So you can email us, you can talk to me. I'm pleasant, I'm great. So come talk to me, introduce yourself to me. I'd love to get to know you, and any suggestions that you have would be wonderful.
Questions?
Any questions?
Okay, everybody may sit down. What's your question?
How do we get in contact?
Well, our website is going to be up, so you're going to have an email and you're going to have a place to come and see us. Right now it's kind of up in the air, but it will be up soon.
Yeah, we'll send out an email to the Children's Studies listserv that will have all the information for how to join the Facebook group, how to follow them on Twitter and Instagram, and then that way they'll be in touch with you via social media throughout the year, and also once in a while you'll get a message on your inbox. So don't just delete them right away. They're not all boring messages.
Any others? Okay, everybody may sit down, and I'll just quickly do an overview presentation. Are you going to set up a telegraph site for me? As well as the Twitter? Very quickly, I'll just give you an overview of the Children's Studies program, including one of the things we want to develop this year is our alumni, people who have graduated from the program, to come and talk to you about what they've done after Children's Studies. So that's something to look forward to. That's certainly something we'd like to see happen. The Children's Studies program is in the Department of Humanities, in the Faculty of Liberal Arts and Professional Studies here at York. The program started officially in 2007, although we had a couple of graduates before that. We've graduated about 200 students so far. It's a distinctive program in Canada and North America and the world because it's a humanities-based program and a children's rights-based program. So it has a different inflection than social science-based programs of child study. And I like to think of it more and more as children's, childhood, and youth studies because we work with the United Nations definition on the rights of the child, their definition of child, which is any human being under 18. It's a 4 years honors BA program. Our first full graduating class was in 2011. We have students graduate both in June and in October, and we've graduated more than 200, about 220 students at this point. It's a tight-knit program, somebody said, but it's also a big program. So you do need to get engaged and get involved to get yourself known, get to know these people, and as Janice said, get to know peer mentors. That'll make you feel like you're more a part of a community. There's Jeffrey Canton, one of our faculty members with one of our graduates at graduation. What is distinctive about our program is that it is based in the humanities. It's both multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary. So the faculty teaching here all have different backgrounds that they bring to the study of children and youth. As I mentioned, it's children's rights based. It tries as much as possible to be child-centered. One of the challenges in this field is to think, how can adults know anything about children when they're no longer children themselves? What are the methodologies that we can use to try to understand the world from a children's perspective? We very strongly consider children as active agents, social agents and actors. We try to respect children as authorities on their own experience of childhood and value that. We try to emphasize not a single universal childhood, but a diversity of childhoods inflected by many differences, including times in history, times in different cultures, places, and gender, sexuality, able-bodiedness, all kinds of factors that become complex in the lived experiences of children. We study children's culture, and by that we don't necessarily always mean culture made by adults for children. So one of the things I do is I write children's books, picture books and novels and plays. But I'm an adult when I'm writing those, and I have ideas about children and childhood and youth. I have memories of my own childhood and youth, but I am an adult creating something for children. That's very different from the concept of children's culture itself, how children themselves make sense of the world, whether it's through language or humor or the arts, their everyday practices, their material goods that they play with, their consumer choices, their media choices, everything. Sorry, I shouldn't go past that. There's Andrea, what she's going to be doing in 5 minutes, eating pizza. And some other students are going to sneak out of their tutorials and classes to join us for the pizza part of the presentation. Children's, as I mentioned, we deal with people from 0 to 18, and so we really deal with both children and youth, study both children and youth, and we study the concept of childhood and youth, the ideas that adults have about who children are or who they should be, and how that's represented. There's some of my toys that are in my office. If you come visit me, you can play with my ugly Barbie head or dragon or whatever. Carol Carpenter, the founder of the program. Steve Gennaro, one of the professors in the program. Some students and myself looking very cool. Actually, Josh is wearing my hoodie. I'll just go through that quickly. Those are the requirements. That's what you're going to talk with April about. Do come and see April. She is here. There are drop-in times. She's very accessible in every way, and she's very knowledgeable about the university and now about the Children's Studies program in particular. As you know, some of our classes are large lecture halls, and some are smaller ones. There are 4 core courses for the majors, but you also get to choose courses from other subject areas. There's Carol Matthews teaching a 4th-year seminar, just to show you that all the classes aren't big. Even the 1st and 2nd-year core courses have small tutorials, so you'll get a chance to know an instructor in detail. The Children's Studies minor doesn't have to do the 3rd-year core course and gets a choice of 4th-year core courses. One of the exciting things about the Children's Studies program, is that Gerbir? Gerbir, come up and join the team here, please. And if any other instructors, if I'm missing you, if you look too young and cool like you're one of the students, please come up. Gerbir, who teaches several courses in the program as well. Say hi. One of the exciting things about our program is that in addition to the core of courses in humanities, students have the opportunity to study children's studies from a number of different perspectives across the university. I'm going to list those very quickly, but there are courses in anthropology, dance and the fine arts, English literature, children's literature, French studies, geography, history, human rights and equity studies, humanities, kinesiology, sport, play, coaching, those kinds of things, linguistics, psychology, race, ethnicity, and indigeneity, social science, sociology, theater, women's studies. So you get a tremendous variety of courses, and you can choose to focus on the courses that are most interest of you, but they're all related to children and youth. Small class interaction. The faculty, we have some full-time and contract faculty, or sessional or part-time faculty here, and these people specialize in a whole bunch of areas in their own research and tap into that into their teaching. So children's folklore, children's and young adult literature, global childhoods, children's rights, digital cultures, nursing, popular culture, Aboriginal childhoods, ethnomusicology, communications, film, visual arts, classical studies, psychology, and probably some other stuff I've left out. And there's just a few of the faces of people who would be teaching you in your courses. We have the best attendance of any program at Convocation. We have more of our faculty come and see you across the stage and admire your shoes and shake your hands and give you a hug and congratulate you and send you out into the big bad world. In the past, we have had community placements in the Children's Studies program, a literacy partnership, Play in Peace, STOMP, student online mentorship programs, and co-researching with youth. In the first 2 years, we've pulled back on that for various reasons, but we do hope in the future that there will be more opportunities for placements and internships and exchanges and international experiences in the program for upper level students in particular. So something to look forward to. These are pictures of people at their placements. Other opportunities in the Children's Studies program, international exchanges. We have an exchange. We have a student right now. Natalie is in Galway, and she said everything is going swimmingly, smashingly. So she's taking her term to study in Galway, in Ireland this year. We've also developed an exchange agreement with the Faculty of Education at Malmö University in Sweden. And I didn't get a chance to update this, but Andrea took 15 senior students, some of whom may be here, to a rural community placement in Limpopo in South Africa this summer. And there are pictures on our website. There are slides there that give you a little bit of an idea of the experience. We'll be adding more there and hopefully adding some video as well. I think we have a link to a video there. So that's an exciting new opportunity in the program. My apologies that I don't have. There we go. There's one of our students in Ireland. The Children's Studies Student Association that used to be green and yellow and now is black and white, and who knows what it'll be this year. They're going to let us know what swag we can buy from them, and it'd be nice to really see you show your colors. The Chusta, is that how you say it? Chista. That's the green phases. Those of you who are interested, I'm not going to go on and on, but Abby on the left there is now our second student at a 2-year MA program in King's College, London. One of our students, Shannon Stanley, is studying international child study there in her second year, and Abby has just started. Has anybody heard back from her? She's started in child study. So in terms of graduate study opportunities, we have people in Canada and other parts of the world who are pursuing their studies. We have good times. Hey, Josh, good picture. Josh hogging the camera all the time. Other opportunities in the Children's Studies program, we encourage our students to be actively involved. There are several student groups not necessarily affiliated with the program here at York that do work with children and youth. I know in my 2 introductory classes, I've already had Frontier College in to talk, and I've got to get their stuff up on our website, to talk about literacy volunteering opportunities in the Jane Finch area, and that's a wonderful opportunity to get involved with. Ariella's not here, is she? Ariella, one of our students, set up Food for Baby through the North Harvest Food Bank, and I just donated my 2000 Mazda MPV, towed it away out of my driveway with its 300,000 kilometers, and donated the proceeds of that to Food for Baby at North Harvest Food Bank. So it's not good on me, it was an old car. But Food for Baby, Ariella used to come class to class with her big suitcase on wheels, and you guys used to put food, I don't know whether she's going to carry on with it, food for children who need food in this area. War Child has presented at some of our things, Hearing Children's Voices, Save the Children, Free the Children, Piece by Piece. There's several organizations at York you might want to get involved with, and we should develop on our website links to those groups so that our students have an easy doorway to it. Other opportunities, there are writing prizes. Some of you may have won those writing prizes. Here's some people in the past who have won those writing prizes. It involves a cash award and a commendation for your CV. We have an annual speaker series. We have alumni talks. We have symposiums. These are some of the speakers we've had: Jamaica Youth Theatre, Cindy Blackstock, Erwin Ellman, Kyra Gaunt, and we'll be announcing soon who our speaker for this year will be. Other guest speakers in our classes: symposia, Kabita, guest speakers at career events. Kavita has organized 2 successful career events in the last 2 years. The career path for children's studies students, we want to work more in this with our alumni so they can tell you what they're doing with their degree, what they're doing 6 months and 2 years and 5 years after children's studies. We have some very inspiring stories of students who've gone into graduate study to set up NGOs of their own and do activist projects of their own, people working as teachers and curriculum consultants and so on. But there are several fields we'll talk about more at a later event. Several different kinds of fields. Many of our students are interested in teaching and other kinds of education work, but they're also work in health care and social work, advocacy, law, NGOs, arts. There's a whole range of opportunities. For more information, visit our website. Talk to our faculty. Go to the Facebook and the Telegraph page. Just search CHISTA on the web. And children's studies sites, okay? There's lots of information. Drop in to see me, talk to the faculty, talk to the Student Association, and talk to April Walker, the advisor. And my thanks to Janice Newton for helping organize this event, and Sonia and Yvonne at the back who are going to collect your evaluations as you get your pizza and drinks, and the whole Vanier staff who's made this possible. Wonderful start to a wonderful year.